Are we living in a simulation? 100%. And here's how. If we live in a simulation, that means we are not human, but digital beings living in a vast computer program created by our far future descendants. Computer scientists say the odds that we're living in a simulation are 50-50. And we have to trust computer scientists. They're my daddy. Let's say you're certain you live in a non-computer simulated reality. Your routine never follows a set pattern. You never experience anything odd, except when your grandmother visits and you greet her wearing your favorite blue pants. And she says, "Nice gold pants." But when you look down, you only see blue. She tells you, "Yanni, stop acting crazy. Those pants are gold." You tell her, "Grandma, my name is Laurel." And she says, "I know, of course your name is Yanni." You can't deny what you've just seen and heard. This isn't a silly misunderstanding, it's a break in the code, because you live in a permutation. Let's say you never fight with your grandmother over visual and auditory hallucinations, at least from what you can remember, and you have an incredible memory. So when you get invited to a movie night for Kazam starring Shaq, you suggest watching the far superior movie Shazam starring Sinbad. But your friends say that's impossible because the Shazam movie doesn't exist. You freak out. Your friends say, "Don't worry, this isn't a simulation, you're just suffering from the Mandela effect, a false memory phenomenon where a person recalls something that did not happen." You say, "What does this have to do with Nelson Mandela? He died in prison in the 1980s. At which point, your friends pull up thousands of photos of Nelson Mandela alive and well all the way through 2013. But no matter how many photos they show you, now you know the truth. Your life is a duplication. Okay, let's say you never have any memory issues. You remember things exactly as they were, except when it comes to big projects. And you're currently in the classroom, giving a presentation while completely naked. Your mom and camp counselor and a guy from Cheers are there. They all laugh and point at your exposed genitals. You try to speak, but when you open your mouth, all of your teeth fall out. All of a sudden, you realize you're dreaming. Now that you know you're lucid, you'll be able to wake yourself back up and return to reality. You open your eyes, and there you are in your bed.
"Good morning,"
says your dog. But you don't have a talking dog. Only Elon Musk has that. You tell yourself to wake up, and you do, but just to make sure, you check a nearby clock. If the numbers look melty, you know you're still dreaming. Classic lucid dreaming technique, 100% confirmed. Only problem is, unbeknownst to you, your roommates signed you up for the reboot of TLC's home renovation show while you were out. Except this season, instead of redecorating while you're on vacation, they restyle your house while you're asleep. And these style experts love Salvador Dali. So they fill your apartment with melting clocks. Now it will be impossible to know whether you're trapped in the real world or trapped in a simulation run by the most powerful computer, your mind. Let's say you've pinched yourself awake and all the clocks are non-melty. You know you're living in the real world, a world that you've known to be true since you were a baby. But something's gnawing at you. Every time you walk down the street, it gets busy. And your wife keeps talking to you like she's in a commercial. And recently, a spotlight fell out of the sky. This spooky feeling gets so deep, you decide to do the one thing that everyone tells you is too dangerous: sailing. The further you sail, the more a storm rages, until all of a sudden, the mast of your sailboat penetrates a cardboard wall. Turns out your sky is just wallpaper. Your ocean, a giant pool. A voice speaks from the clouds. "Truman, I can explain." But it doesn't matter what he says. Now you know the truth. Your world is fake, run by a super producer. So yes, you are living in a simulation. It's just a matter of when and uh-oh. Do the humans know that they're living in a simulation? Okay, 100%. And here's how. Look, most experts say humans are too stupid to ever realize they're in a simulation. Okay, but then again, humans came up with Dippin' Dots, and we know that's the ice cream of the future. And how? I'm Dr. Expert Natasha Vaynblat, and your worst fear has been confirmed.